Liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, Gabayad pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, Gabayad pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para.
Once again, welcome back to our viewers and fans dito sa Maharlika Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season number 3. At nandito tayo ngayon sa first time in this venue here in Valenzuela City, Bahayang PAG-ASA Sports Complex. At kakatapos lang ng 14 and under division natin. Of course, the Las Piñas True T Coolers avenging their kuyas sa 18 and under. Moving on now to the 14 and under division. Once again, good afternoon everyone. I am Justin Almeda and joining me, si Renzo Salaw pa rin ang makakasama ko, and of course our third member of the panel, Quinn Barcarce. Renzo, how was your first game here in the 16 and under division?
Yes, perfect taste of the junior MPBL action, especially this higher division. Ganda ng laban and hopefully another one here.
So moving on, 14 and under naman tayo. Same cities pa rin, Biñan versus Las Piñas. Pero let's go on to the side of Las Piñas first. You know, they have the same record, 3 and 2 sila. Pero yung huling laban ng Las Piñas, ang kalaban nila was the Antipolo team na number 1 sa bracket ng 16 under.
Yeah, so that matchup against Antipolo, so 57-41 ang loss nila, but really they struggle from the rebounding department. 14 rebounds, out-rebounded sila, 51-37. So that's definitely going to be one of the key factors. They need to control the glass if they want to win this game.
Well, yung nga Antipolo, they really have that length and size advantage. Pero sa kabila naman, ang Las Piñas, same record and they're tied 4th and 5th. Went up against San Pedro and medyo malaki rin ang deficit nila, 16 points din.
Yes, they really struggle to get stops, particularly in the interior. 48.6% field goal shooting ang San Pedro doon. Almost 60% from 2-point range. Sila naman 25% from the field lang din. So that's definitely something they need to clean up.
They need to be more efficient if they want to get that bounce back win. So both teams, similar stories, pero tingnan natin kung sino ang mananalo. Bigay na natin kay Danzel Santiago to announce the starting fives.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, junior MPBL fans. Welcome to Bahayang PAG-ASA Sports Complex here in Valenzuela City as we begin the continuation of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. It's a 14 under division featuring the Las Piñas True T Coolers versus the BIÑAN TATAK Everballs LAMTEX. We are live on our official Facebook page and YouTube channel of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Now let us meet the starters, beginning with Las Piñas True T Coolers. Out guard number 1, Lucas Sanchez. Also guard number 6, Aiden Talantad. At forward number 0, Kyle Prieto. Also forward number 19, Bradley Pasilio. Man on the middle, number 15, Nigel Dalimokod. Head coach, Nas Garas. Assisted by Egay Billones. Team manager, L.A. Ulep. Now let us meet the starters from your BIÑAN TATAK Everballs LAMTEX. Out guard number 6, Kobe Salazar. Also guard number 74, Wayne Agnas. At forward number 10, Zayden Cabuñas. Also forward number 14, Mark Umeras. At center number 5, Jerry Soin Magat. Head coach Rick Pagusara. Assistant back Jack Asweta, Zin Marquez, Ruskel Tsubale, Robert Bitamo, Ryan Sortal, Siegfried Levita, team manager Geoff Tebes. Our games officials for today's match, crew chief Raymond Madera, umpire 1 Nino Perez, umpire 2 Meng de Guzman. Junior MPBL Executive Director Mr. J.R. Navarro, Junior MPBL Commissioner Mr. Keith Picasso.
And there you have it, our door-ride team starters for the 14 and under division. Para sa BIÑAN, Kobe Salazar, Rain Agnas, Jaden Cabuñas, Mark Umerez, and Jevison Magat. For Las Piñas Fruity Coolers, Aiden Taladtad, Lucas Sanchez, Bradley Pasilyao, Kyle Prieto, and Nigel Dalimocon. And so far, we are tied here in the BIÑAN Las Piñas series, 1-1. Sa 18 and under, nagwagi ang BIñAN and nakabawi naman itong Las Piñas sa 16 and under. So, tingnan natin who will take the win here in that virtual 3-game series.
Oh, the rubber match, as they say.
Starting things off, a quick 3 by Pasilyao.
And Las Piñas last game around. Familiar story, no? 1 of 20 sila from distance. So they start off their game with a missed 3, kaso they do clean the mess up for 2.
Oh, Pasilyao taking the first 2 shots of that ball game. Looking to answer right back is Rain Agnas. Ball is with Sanchez. Quick pass to the interior, and that is the big man getting his first 2 points. That's Nigel Dalimocon.
Yeah, Dalimocon, of course, the tough man to stop. 13.3 points per game to lead this team with 7 rebounds also. And we can see it, the impact he has on the floor.
Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, siya ang highest scorer, no, for the team of Las Piñas.
Yes, and we can see why. Especially with the activity he's shown, 1 minute pa lang.
Activity, it's a definite advantage yung sa length. Agnas with the inbound. Not getting an opportunity there. Salazar swinging the ball to Cabuñas. Looking for Umerez. Tries to tap it to a teammate. And Pasilyao.
And so far early on here, it's been Las Piñas that's been more locked in, particularly with their half-court execution. Napaka-crisp na mga rotations defensively ng Las Piñas. Nahihirapan dito ang BIñAN even to get a clean look in the half-court.
Oh, well, this happened in the 18 and under division. Slow start para sa BIñAN. But after that timeout, nakabawi agad. And that is Cabuñas getting the first basket for them.
Yeah, speaking of bawi, kailangan bumawi ni Cabuñas. Last game, 0 points, 0 of 7. And he averages double figures for them. So it's definitely something that's probably been haunting his nightmare since then, no? 0 points.
Oh, well, they were going up against the #1 team in the 14 and under division, itong Antipolo JY Titans. And, this Antipolo team is really known for their defensive prowess. Pero bago yun, we will take a break as itong BIñAN is struggling quite a bit, although they do get the first points on the board for them.
Yes, but it's all been mostly Las Piñas showing us that they're hungry for this victory. But, it's one thing to start the game strong, but it's another to keep that energy for the full 40 minutes.
Oh, babalik tayo after this quick break.
Back to school means back to being student athletes. Kaya magiging extra challenging na ang schedule nitong mga players. Pero sabi naman ng ating mga coaches, ginagawa daw nila yung kanilang magagawa para may adjust yung training schedule. For Las Piñas, merong ilang tayong players na magkakaroon ng klase from 7 to 2, then magkakaroon ng training from 4 p.m. Madadagdagan pa ito kung babalik na rin yung basketball training nila. Pero sabi naman ni Coach Egay ng Las Piñas, ang mga ganitong challenge ay maganda raw dahil bukod sa nabibigyan daw ng immersion itong mga basketball players na to, nadadagdagan din sila ng experience and also ng opportunity to play sa mga collegiate leagues and also even bigger leagues. Back to you, gentlemen.
Once again, that was Quinn Barcarce with that great report. And yun nga, back to school na ang mga bata. Namimiss mo ba yung mga panahon na yun?
Oo, syempre. Back when yung pinaka-importante sa'yo, yung basketball nyo pagkatapos ng klase.
Oo.
Ibang level yun ng enjoyment.
But, you know, I really love how, you know, at an early age, that's what sports does eh. Not just basketball in general, pero yung pag-balance mo ng studies mo and balance ng studies and yung sports or whatever it is na yung extracurricular activities mo.
Right, and unless you turn into a, but as we see here, that one of the highlight plays, foul there actually, rather leading to the free throws for Cabuñas. But as we were saying, the joy that you have when yung basketball really, unless you're a pro player, it's never gonna be as important to you as when you're a kid, when everything is the game and the game is everything. Ball is life nga naman, as they say. So, embodiment niyan itong mga players na to.
Pagka high school, college, the purest form of basketball, you know, that you'll ever experience.
Right. Walang perang iniisip, walang mga ganun na aspect. You just wanna play, perform well, pakitang kilas ka sa mga tropa mo, sa mga chicks, gano'n.
Yan. Hindi ako yun, yung sa huli.
Hindi ba?
Hindi.
Mga unspoken charm eh, no? Mga let their game do the talking.
I just want to impress my coach eh.
Oo. Coach talaga.
Pero paano yung pag yung coach mo maganda?
Ay, ibang usapan na yan.
Speaking of maganda, ang ganda ng tira ni Agnas as he makes this a 3-point deficit. Pinaliit niya.
Yeah, si Agnes, of course, all-around player, do it all para ng Binyan. He leads the team in scoring, rebounding, and assists.
Pati steals ata.
Oo, parang steals nga rin ata. So 16.2 points, 6.7 rebounds, 6.0 assists. So grabe yung pinapakita niya. And they're obviously gonna lean on him heavily for this one.
Oh, and he will definitely look to bounce back. One of the lone bright spots in their previous game against Antipolo, averaging 16.2 points. Only scored 12 in that previous one.
And not the most efficient outing, I would say, also for him.
And ito, I know you rarely cover itong 14 and under division pataas. Pero this player, the one in front of us, itong si Mateo Marquez, used to play for Parañaque Smile 360. And nakakagulat na I'm seeing him here in Binyan.
Yan, seeing him tower over the other players as well. So, impact player for sure. So, big move yan.
Yeah. And he was playing for Parañaque this season. So, I guess it was a mid-season trade. He's not aware.
Yes, perhaps. And of course, ibang-iba yung situation nila standings-wise.
Yes.
No? Sa Parañaque, Smile 360, Yam, they're 0 of 9. And of course, dito yung team na to, Binyan, 4-2, firmly jockeying for position atop the standings.
These are one of the reasons why maganda yung junior MPBL. You know? Usually, napag-uusapan natin yung kids that they go to different programs. Kunwari, na-expose sila dito sa junior MPBL and they start moving on to high school, college teams. Dito naman from Parañaque, moving on to a program that is in a better position with Binyan.
Yes, usually you see that, not mid-season though, but interesting development for sure. And syempre, nakaka-trades din naman talaga in the season. It's a normal basketball thing, but so it looks like here, free throws coming for Binyan.
And that is Umeres. Also struggled against Antipolo.
And we talked about this last game, how just seeing the ball go through the hoop from the free throw line could help you out. He made the first one, at least missed the second, but like you said, 4 points, 1 rebound lang siya last game. And perhaps looking to bounce back here.
Oh, I covered him in his first game dito sa Season 3. And I was very impressed with what Mark Umeres brings. He's that big man na parang ganda rin ng court vision niya. Siyempre masyadong reach na yan, pero I was seeing a little bit of a Jokic in him.
Right. That's the bulk for it, I would say.
Oo. But yung awareness niya on the
Right.
floor. There was a foul called there. Possession will stay on the side of Las Piñas. Just like our game earlier sa 16 under, dikitan pa rin ang laban.
Right. As we say, yung feeling out process, with either side, you're waiting for one team to really take the bull by the horns, kumbaga. Make that first big run to break through.
Yeah.
And right now, medyo wala pa. Actually, we saw Las Piñas go off early, pero quickly erased yung kanilang advantage.
Nakapag-adjust agad itong Binyan. And yun nga, like we were talking about, similar story dito sa 16 and 14 under. Both teams trying to get to the top 4 seed for that twice to beat advantage. Agnas will use the ball screen. Crashes to the floor.
You can see Agnas's quick twitch, no? He attacks the defender there, takes a little bit of contact, but he jumps right away so quickly that the defenders are caught a little bit off balance. So, natawagan ng foul. Medyo napilitan pa nga yung referee at tawagan yung foul nun, but a foul is a foul.
Yeah. Sometimes when you just drive aggressively into the hole and create some contact, more often than not, matatawagan ka talaga.
Yeah, especially if you're the #1 name on the opposing scouting report, no? That's si Agnas. If you're, and as we see here, may mga fan club pa talaga siya. And for good reason.
Sporting the headband.
Oh, bring it back. Bring that headband back.
Sayang yung picture niya, yung hawak ng fans. Walang headband.
Oo.
Hindi siya ganun ka-accurate.
Kailangan bigyan na lang ng totoong headband yun para may parang pagka 3D.
Agnas, right on cue, gets that steal. This time, does not draw the foul. Siya ang matatawagan. First foul para kay Rain.
Yes, that's a good solid defensive stand there. So parang na-anticipate na rin niya. Yun din yung difference there. It's clear that Agnas was gonna go for the layup. The defensive player for Las Piñas just went straight up, took it in the chest.
Subbing in for Agnas is Casey Mabini. Couple of steals here. And an end one. Isaac Hernandez.
And Justin, it's same story as the 18 and under game. Las Piñas coming out to that big advantage early, but then Binyan kinailangan na ng konting warm up as we see a pound for pound fitness foul counted replay here.
Si Isaac Kane Hernandez is Liga ready. Nice step through. Medyo napalakas lang. That was Adrias. Adrias also one of the key players here. A hustle guy. That is 2 offensive rebounds para kay Singu, sorry. Nathan Singu. Mateo.
A chance for Las Piñas to counter. Yeah, they got a bucket and a stop.
Medyo nagmadali lang si Marquez doon sa putback. So, Singu with 4 straight points. And he ties this ball game. Open 3. Not sure if he had a foot on the line. Gets his own miss. Mabini with a floater. Marquez taps it on to a teammate. And that will be a putback.
Yeah, great energy we're seeing here in this first quarter. Neither team really letting up here.
That was Deparine. Mabilis ang palitan ng tao dito for Binyan. Marco Valeza is in. Sumerez will take a break. Adrias used the ball screen of Pascual, hitting the roller right away.
Yeah, you can feel like Las Piñas, as we see a battle for the loose ball. But you can feel like Las Piñas, they're getting into their offensive sets, but they're rushing it a little bit. Maraming mga shots na parang good shots naman, pero parang minamadali lang din talaga nila eh. Because that was a good pick and roll. He hit the roller chance at a baby hook or something like that, but they get the steal at least.
Parang they're over-anticipating, no?
Right.
Parang dun sa pick and roll, he hit the roller, but hindi pa nga umiikot yung roller, pinasa na eh. May onting gulat factor.
Oh. Of course, that's the next level, especially as you grow old. Of course, these are 14-year-olds and under. Yung getting a sense of the proper timing of things. That's something that develops as you play even more, as you grow older. And like you said, they ran the play, but medyo minamadali lang din.
Parang it comes with experience and maturity. Adrias gets a double team. Now with single coverage. 3 seconds will be called. Great defensive stop here by BIÑAN.
Yes. Neither team really getting into a rhythm. Same story as the last game naman na first quarter. Wala pa talagang umaangat.
And Valeza will turn the ball over. Adrias likes that matchup. Gets the bump. But a better play there. 2 is more. 3 is more than 2. That is an end-one play by Cayetano.
Yes, Ivan Cayetano with a pound-for-pound fitness foul counted. Just with a little bit of a swagger walk there as he walked to the free throw line. No reaction on his face. Sabi niya. Wala. Watch that. Check the replay.
If you don't know,
now you
know. This is Deparine. Nice drop pass inside. Medyo binaby lang yung tira. Singo challenges 3 or 4 defenders. Valeza with the board.
I'd say that's definitely an ill-advised drive. As you said, he drove right into a swarm of 5 black shirts.
And with a size advantage pa over him, no? Itong si Nathan Singo.
Yeah, that's just trying to read the defense. You have a head of steam, but kung wala kang numbers, especially you don't have the open lane, you bring it back out.
Put it out. Still have 20 seconds on your shot clock. Ganyan yung mga things na kailangan mag-adjust. And the jersey is untucked. And referees have been consistent with this call. Usually that will be a technical foul.
Yes, we want our players looking respectable as can be. Kailangan naka-tuck in. I mean, it goes from here to the higher up leagues to the NBA. Nakikita yan na hindi ka naka-tuck in, matatawagan ka talaga.
Para siyang naka-half tuck in. Hindi siya nakalusot dun sa referees natin.
Minsan kung star player ka talaga tapos crunch time na, nakakalusot yan eh. Hindi nila papansin kasi wala, close game eh. Pero especially here, first quarter pa lang tayo, hindi ka makalusot sa referee ngayon.
Pwede yung untuck within the game eh. Kasi baka nahila yung jersey, sumabit. Adrias. See that how much space he consumed with that one dribble.
Right. If there's one thing you can say about Adrias right now, he's really looking to score for better or worse. Last game, he took 18 shots actually. He had 12 points pero 4 makes lang.
Wow.
Medyo pinipilit din niya. You can kind of feel that here. He's been forcing a little bit, but that time around, his aggression was rewarded with the foul.
What you like about those numbers, although hindi siya efficient, it shows that he has unshaken confidence to keep shooting despite not so efficient numbers. There's a steal there. Adrias. Another offensive rebound. And Adrias this time gets rewarded once again.
You know, that's the second time that he's made a nifty move that just barely missed, like in and out of the glass. Na maganda naman yung drive. So I'm sure there's a little bit of frustration coming in here. Na I'm doing the right things, I'm making the right reads, pero di ako makascore. Free throw lang yung katapat, but he's getting there.
Back-to-back pa naman, no? Sorry misses for Adrias. But that free throw, without a doubt, goes in. Two for two para kay Adrias.
Yeah. Kapangalan niya ang ating direct.
Si Philip. Almost an end one there. That is number 8. Or I think 0 rather. Braden Alguire.
Yes, Aguirre, he really parked his load there right underneath the basket sa may dunker spot. Walang makakausog sa kanya dun. And smart play there from the ball handler to feed the big man, though he misses the free throw.
Great timing and positioning there para kay Braden Alguire. Splits the free throws, going 1 for 2. We only have 19 seconds left here. So possible last shot para sa Las Piñas through T Coolers.
Right, but don't rule out a potential turnover here with pressure in the backcourt.
Well, they do take that early shot, but Adrias gets the offensive board, but a miss. 4 seconds left. Hernandez gives it to Mabini. And they will run out of time and could not convert that last possession. So after a great start by Las Piñas, there was a counter run by Binyan, tying the ball game at 8. Pero Las Piñas coming up here with a bit of a margin to end the first.
Right, and it definitely could be bigger. They've missed a couple of bunnies in the interior, lalo na si Adrias na even towards the end of the quarter, he missed a putback that he definitely can make. So for Las Piñas, you're glad we're where you're at, but this could be a bigger lead.
Oh, marami pang improvements ang kayang gawin in Las Piñas despite them leading by 4. We'll be right back for more second quarter action. You have it, a quarter scene stealer. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Starting the second quarter, possession will go to the True Tea Coolers. And itong si Adrias, no, really creates his own offense. A lot of offensive rebounds for him. Pero kukulang lang siya sa efficiency sa loob. That's another sorry miss there para kay Adrias.
Yeah, he has a couple of O-rebs, as you said, very active. So at least, given that he's missing shots, he's not letting it affect the rest of his game or his effort. No, some players kasi pag di sila nakaka-score, medyo humihilay na sila, nawawala yung kanilang effort. But he's still keeping at it, though unable to make his baskets.
Oh, and you can visibly see it in their faces minsan, no, pag na-frustrate na sila. And not the case for Philip Adrias. Serena Agnas tried to challenge the defense and draw the foul. Ooh. Nathan Singu. Siya naman makakadraw ng foul doon kay Mark Umeres.
Yes, Umeres saying he was all ball. But referees, I think, they were calling the body contact from down low.
Oo.
Because I think Singu was able to get to the spot quicker. So medyo nabangga rin talaga siya ng lower body na maybe na-hit ni Umeres.
Also getting in his space.
Right, the Umeres clapping after that missed free throw. Ball don't lie siguro iniisip niya.
Or maybe he does have a case. 0 for 2. Si Nathan. Careless turnover there naman para sa Binyan. Very uncharacteristic of them. Backcourt violation. Adrias will be the designated inbounder. Gives it to Prieto. Nathan. Looking for someone to pass to, but it will be a hooking foul on Nathan.
Yes, using his off arm there to create some separation, some space. Kitang-kita na referee, sa harap din natin eh. Hindi nakalusot.
Medyo walang nangyari dun sa play na yun. No? A little bit of miscommunication. Deparine will draw the foul. Let's take a look at some numbers kung sinong baka may mga foul trouble dito.
Pero right now, as we talk about foul trouble, parang referees really calling it tight, at least here to start the second quarter.
Earlier, it was Adrias who picked up a foul.
For Las Piñas right now, they have Prieto, captain ball with 2 fouls. So does Cads.
Ramirez misses a basket there. Nice defensive stop. I think that was Cabuñas. Selene Agnas with a floater, no good. And the ball is in the hands of Taladtad, Aiden Taladtad.
Medyo sloppy offense tayo dito to start the second quarter. Just 2 points scored between the two teams, and they're kind of forcing the issue here, not in a good way. Dangerous sequence there. Hopefully, si Pasilyao is okay.
Crazy play there para kay Pasilyao. Napakagat dun sa pump fake.
Yes, clearly trying to go for a highlight block. Just a strong block there on the taller player, but just got hooked.
And let's turn it over to Quinn for her report.
If there's one thing players of Binyan appreciate about their coaching staff, it is how the coaches break down the plays of the teams they are going up against. According to their players, with this, mas alam na nila ang gagawin kapag nasa court. Gaya nga ng sabi nila, basketball is played with the body but often won with the brain. That's it for me, Renzo and Justin.
Once again, that was Quinn Barcarce with her report on our teams, and syempre, both sides, no? Kilala naman natin ang mga coaches. Coach Egay Billones. Yeah, being an assistant coach now for the 14 and under team. Wow, at this early age, no? Tinuturuan na sila kung paano magbasa ng scouting reports.
Yes, and that's just a testament to trying to practice and train smart, no? Prepare smart as well. Because it's not just about working hard yourself. You need to know what you're supposed to work on and what you're supposed to look out for in the game. And yan, you want to instill that to players, especially the ones this young, this malleable pa. Hindi, yung pwede mo pang gawing coachable kung hindi pa sila coachable.
You have to have all three, Hindi lang work hard, hindi lang work smart, hindi lang work consistent, pero lahat yan, sabay-sabay. Ano ba yung weakness mo dun sa tatlo, Renzo?
Sa aling tatlo, Justin?
I mean, sa work hard, smart, and consistent, where do you think yung weakness mo?
So feeling ko sa work smart minsan.
Actually.
Kung merong weakness ako doon, kasi usually kung ako, especially before when I would play a lot more in terms of practicing, parati yun nandyan. Minsan sobra pa, mag-isa lang ako. But sometimes you need to be smart with what you are actually practicing.
Yeah.
Hindi lang yung parang puro tres, ganon.
Actually, yeah. I would agree with you. Same for ako personally. I mean, doesn't have to be basketball in general.
Right.
Kahit sa mga personal lives natin, trabaho or whatever.
Yeah, kailangan tama yung atake na for sure, yan din ini-instill sa mga batang to.
Holistic approach, no?
Las Piñas actually still scoreless in quarter number 2.
Medyo bumagal nga talaga yung scoring, no? Only 2 points for Binyan. Las Piñas still scoreless with 2 minutes 40 seconds nakalipas.
No penalty situation already in effect for Las Piñas. And we still have 7 minutes 21 to play. So, especially in the game na nakikita natin dito, hindi pa nakascore either team or at least hindi nakakahanap ng rhythm. The free throw game could come into play here. Though, if you don't make your free throws, it doesn't matter.
Cabuñas missing on the first one. He does tie the ball game. So it's a 4-0 scoring affair here sa second quarter, all in favor of Binyan. Dalimocon looking to change that. And medyo nagsistruggle din to si Dalimocon, only getting a basket in that first quarter. 2 points pa lang siya.
Yeah, he does have 6 rebounds, so he's still pulling his load, his effort there in that sense, but they need more scoring from him, especially in a game where both teams seem to be struggling to score on offense. Yan na naman, the penalty coming into play once again.
Early penalty situation for Las Piñas. Sa kabilang side naman, Binyan, 1 team foul pa lang. Meres does not get that first one to drop.
Yeah, though coming into that free throw, Binyan shooting pretty decently at the stripe. 9 of 15 from the free throw line. Not so bad, not ideal, but still at least a little bit over 50, which sometimes a lot of the teams, especially in this age bracket, means like 50-50 lang din.
Definitely, if you're above 50%, then that is a good sign, especially in this division. There's a 3 launched from the top of the key. Cabuñas will secure that. Agnas will continue to score for Binyan, make that 7 unanswered. To see that pound for pound fitness play care of Rain Agnas. He is Liga ready.
7 unanswered and potentially one more, an additional point here coming from the free throw line. Las Piñas, napako na talaga sila sa 20, no?
May sumpa itong second quarter para sa Las Piñas.
And it's really not gonna help that they're already in the bonus, because since they've entered the penalty, these are the 5th. This was the 5th free throw made. This the 3rd trip to the line.
You gotta give it to the aggressiveness nga, no? Nitong Binyan. They're just playing suffocating defense. And finally, first basket.
Yes, and I think what went right there is they really just let the play develop on its own without forcing the issue. Swing. They went from left to right and got a good opportunity to drive the lane there.
Pero agad nakabawi si Agnas. Now finding some rhythm to his game. Baka nabunot na sa headband yung laro niya. Ooh. Just like that play earlier, no? Melgar just attacking the basket, nakadraw ng foul and extra point.
Yeah, I believe it was Melgar who also scored the previous basket. As you see here, pound for pound fitness, foul counted play. This time may foul pa.
Gusto maging suki sa pound for pound ito si Vincent Melgar.
Pero based on dun sa end one niya, baka nandun na siya. Baka nag-gym na siya. Took some contact, mas malaki pa.
It didn't even seem like he was moved by that contact. Salazar with a kick out to Cabuñas. Drop pass to Umerez. And the foul counted of his own.
Yes, puro pupunta sa pound for pound to mga players na to. Puro may end one. As we see another pound for pound fitness foul counted play here. Umerez naman. Nagpakitang gilas.
Grabe. So, same theme once again, no? Tahimik yung scoring. Biglang, all of a sudden, flipping that switch. And just scoring left and right.
Yes, same story as the previous game, but if you're Las Piñas, I think you would prefer that because before that, medyo na momentum was shifting towards the black shirts already. But thanks to that man, Melgar, medyo nakakabawi naman dito ng konti. He has all 4 points for the team. Chance for 2 more.
Talking about Vincent Melgar. Lahat ng puntos, has only entered the ball game for a minute, or 2 minutes rather. Pero ramdam na ramdam mo yung presence niya. Pinaramdam niya panalo with that air ball.
Naramdaman natin yung hangin sa labas.
Baka yung distraction ng mga fans natin, no? May mga, how do you call that, mini drums.
Rinig na rinig din eh. And it worked out because he missed both free throws, so meron siya the board.
The sixth man, yung crowd ng Binyan.
Oh. Yeah, hindi pa palusot ng referee yun.
Moving screen ang natawag kay Braden Alguire.
Yes, and we always say this, but sometimes it really is on the ball handler because you have to give your big man time to be able to set the screen. Of course, Aguirre not the fleetest of foot. So, he was put in an uncomfortable position and natawagan nga ng referee sabing moving screen.
Dapat naghihintayan rin kayo eh. When you know your big man has his feet planted and that's when you use the ball screen.
Right. There's a sweet spot there.
Yeah.
You don't want to wait too long kasi mababasa rin ng defender, but like we're talking about, you need to get the timing perfect.
And stepping on the line was number 6, Aiden Taladtad. Salazar tumawag ng play. Sit out to the corner. Inside-outside game. Salazar pull up. Wala. And Adrias is back in the ball game.
Yeah, you can tell the trust that the coaching staff has in him. Forcing some shots but earlier in this ball game, but they bring him back out. They want him to cook and keep shooting. He misses the jumper there, but he's not gonna stop.
And all of his misses are all sorry misses, no? Kanina, that jumper, muntika na eh. Just a bit too strong, hitting the back iron.
Yes, and it was a good shot, I would say.
Yeah.
A little early in the shot clock, but he had a good look. You don't pass the top.
And another sorry miss there. This time it was Pascual. Silord Pascual. So mukhang babawi si Silord. And indeed he does.
Yeah, important basket there as everyone not named Melgar was silent in that quarter for Las Piñas until that make and cuts the lead down to just 5. After that complete dry spell from Las Piñas, Binyan was already starting to take control.
In the second quarter, so far it has been Las Piñas' bench keeping them alive. The lead is at 5 points in favor of Binyan. And we are back with 3 minutes 17 seconds remaining. Binyan leading by 5 points. And Adrias has been struggling, pero you love the effort that he's giving for Las Piñas.
Yes, you don't want to see one of your top offensive weapons with their head down from the misses. He's still keeping his confidence, keeping his head up high. Pero speaking of confidence, Hernandez para sa Binyan, he's been making some plays here early as well.
A couple of baskets from time to time. Adrias ends that scoring drought for him. Another player that we expect to step up for Las Piñas. Siyempre, yung main scorer nila, si Dalimocon. not seeing so much action. Limited minutes. I think he's around below 10 minutes, no? Only 2 points so far. Off the glass is Cabuñas.
Yeah, though Cabuñas having a pretty decent outing. He's already up to 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. So all-around performance, wala pa tayo sa halftime.
And nagkakaroon ng onting separation na, no? 7 points. BIÑAN, of course, in control. We approach nearing the halftime break. But that is a big basket. Sabi nga nila, pamatay sunog. That's Aiden Taladtad.
And those were his first points of the ball game as well. And I always say that around 5 to 7 range, medyo swing points yan. Could either suddenly be double digits in a couple of baskets, or you can get right back into the game. So big time 3-pointer there to keep the game within striking distance.
Big time indeed. Prieto give it up to the corner. Taladtad going for back-to-back. Different result. Adrias with the face-up game. Swinging the ball, Nathan. Sungi drive. Nice ahead pass. Hernandez with another layup.
Yeah, Hernandez now up to 6 points. Opportune points at that. Oh!
Once again, another drive. Resulting to free throws for Adrias.
Yeah, not saying that wasn't a foul, but sayang din na hindi na reward si Hernandez there for the effort. As you see here is layup, brought to you by Larga International Logistics. It's a fast break of the game. But si Hernandez, right after that layup, went right back the other way. Siya yung naka-contest pa on the shot. So, it's unfortunate for him and for BIÑAN na tawagan ng foul, but you appreciate the effort.
Definitely effort, no? The last person on the other end of the floor, siya pa yung nakahabol and made that defensive stop na napituhan lang ng foul.
Though minsan din, kung ikaw yung nakascore, ikaw rin yung ginaganahan dumipensa, no? Usually, pag nakascore ka, ikaw naman yung sasampal ka sa floor, tapos ikaw na yung ready ka na eh. Kasi nagpabida ka na sa offensive end eh.
Minsan pag nakapikit ka eh, no, and you see someone score, or nakapikit ka tapos may nakascore, malalaman mo pagbukas ng mata mo kung sino yung siya yung pinakaganado.
Exactly.
Now the pace is picking up here for Las Piñas. Taladtad saw a couple of shots with the same result earlier. Prieto will draw the contact, and 2 free throws will be given to Prieto because both teams are in the penalty.
Yeah, and good thing for Las Piñas as well because they were able to survive that stretch where we talked about 7 minutes 40 seconds pa lang nasa penalty na sila eh. Pero hindi naman nagamit ng BIÑAN para tambakan sila. In fact, parang yung Las Piñas pa yung tumitira ng free throws for most of these last few possessions.
It's actually true. BIÑAN not being able to maximize that early penalty situation of Las Piñas. Philip Adrias is 1 for 9 from his field goal percentage. Still shooting a high volume despite the low percentages.
And that one make was just a clean layup na uncontested.
Marquez will dive on the floor, and Las Piñas will force a turnover. This will be the last possession of the first half. Inbound pa rin ito ang Las Piñas. Head coach Garcia will take a timeout. Probably draw one last play para makakuha ng onting separation. Magbabalik po tayo after this break. And moments away from returning to action. 3.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Let's see what Las Piñas will draw up. Andreas brings it up and does not get a shot off.
Yes, I'm sure that's not the play or the plan that they had. They wasted the timeout to be able to call a play there to get maybe the last say in the half, but clearly wasn't able to execute.
Andreas did not realize na onting lang ang oras na nasa game clock natin. As we see some second quarter highlights here. That was, don't see, that was Melgar started off the scoring festivities here para sa Las Piñas. And BIÑAN takes this slim 4-point lead at the half.
We're still here at the Junior Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, and I'm with Assistant Coach D of BIÑAN. Coach, tight game so far. What are you most proud of about your team's performance in the first half?
Yung sipag lang nila sa depensa, pero medyo nakukulangan pa kami. So, dapat mas dagdagan pa nila.
Ito naman, Coach, curious question. Siyempre, ito, mga 14 under, medyo mga bata pa, mahaharot. Paano nyo sila minemaintain? Paano nyo sila hinahandle?
Ang approach kasi namin, as tinitreat lang namin sila as parang mga anak na namin. So, kung paano namin disiplinahin yung mga anak namin, ganun din namin sila paano disiplinahin.
Thank you so much for that, Coach. Good luck po sa second half ng game na to. And we'll be right back after this break.
the halftime break. The BIÑAN TATAK Gel Emeralds LAMTEX having this slim lead of 37-33. And it was that second quarter no, na ganda ng pinakita ng BIÑAN. Slow start para sa Las Piñas, going scoreless for I think the first 4 minutes.
Right, Justin. And it was a 21-13 advantage for BIÑAN, and they really took control in that second quarter. As we see some of the halftime statistics here, field goal shooting, neither team really shooting over 40%, but you can see turnovers, assist numbers around even, little bit of a rebounding advantage for Las Piñas. Free throw though, big disparity, BIÑAN taking a lot more and making a lot more at a better clip. So that could be the difference, especially ang close ng laro.
Oh, well, on the opposite end, no, Las Piñas, it has been mostly Adrias getting to the free throw line. Pero mas maraming yung inside attack nitong BIÑAN, giving them 20 free throws inside. And shooting at a high percentage of 65%. As we go to our True T fan of the game, we spotted someone in the crowd who's been cheering non-stop, full of energy and bringing all the good vibes here in this game. You know what they say, the coolest fan deserves the coolest iced tea. Congratulations to our fan of the game. You are getting a refreshing treat from True Tea Iced Tea, a no sugar added iced tea. Stay cool with True Tea Iced Tea, the goodness of iced tea without the sugar. And we are back here for, well, in a few moments, sisimulan na natin ang action dito sa second half. This will be the game for Las Piñas and BIÑAN for this Sunday afternoon.
Oh, pero Justin, inisip ko pa rin yung True Tea na sinasabi mo. Parang nauhaw ako dun eh.
Gotta ask this guy.
Mamaya.
Decided.
Papainit muna tayo sa action kasi so far, at least yung first 2 games ko, mainit talaga yung action eh. Nakakauhaw.
I think alam ko na yung diskarte para makakuha tayo ng True Tea Iced Tea. Tayo
Mga
naka-uniform.
galawan. Tayo yung maging mga fan of the game eh, no?
As mukhang itong Las Piñas naman, they have some sugar in them. So they're very, I love the energy that they have here on the defensive end.
Yeah, though the thing is, we saw this in the first quarter. They had an 8-2 lead, pero nawala nga rin. It's one thing to show out after the break. It's another to sustain it for the rest of the game.
Oh, well, yun nga, too much energy there. As matatawagan ng foul itong si Pasilyao. And fouling a 3-point shooter. Not so sure if his foot was on the line. Talking about Rain Agnas.
Yeah, Agnes not really shooting the most efficiently. 3 of 9 from the field. He is. I'm gonna say na hindi ko siya jinx kasi di ko pa sinasabi. 3 of 3 before that shot.
Okay.
And now 3 of 4.
Missing that free throw.
Alright, so 3 free throws nga talaga.
Medyo na-excite na ng onte si Prieto. Doon. Was not aware na 3 free throws ang binibigay dito kay Rain Agnas.
I would say na if you're the coaching staff of Las Piñas, you're happy with that. The effort here to box out, parang ready talaga sila mag-box out eh. Not a lane violation, but just the energy and effort.
Well, buti na lang pumasok na rin yung free throw because if it missed, then that would give him a chance to redo the second one. No? Adrias with the hezzy. Gets his own miss. 2 consecutive misses there para kay Philip.
Yes, and it's clear that it's probably in his head now that I've been missing some of these bunnies. These are shots that he can make in his sleep for sure. In practice, those all go down, and now he's 1 of 11 from the field.
I think he has to go up with more more intention.
Right.
Once he goes up, alam na niya yung gagawin niya. Because I've covered Philip Adrias a couple of times, and it's a little consistent. He does miss those bunnies, but makes one right there as he knows na pinag-uusapan natin siya.
Yes. Actually, yung dalawang baskets niya, yung una, he didn't force it. He just got an easy pass, he cut to the lane, tapos he got a layup on the left side. That time, his effort on defense led to the basket. So, I'd say to him, he should just let the game come to him. Don't force, because he's been forcing some of these shots.
Oo, at saka parang indecisive lang yung galaw niya minsan eh. When he goes up, dun pa lang siya tumitingin sa ring.
Oo.
And then,
Iniisip na niya.
minor adjustments lang eh because he has the tools. Such an athletic player. Minor adjustments lang ang kailangan niya.
Yeah, and the two key players we've been talking up, matching up right there, Adias and Agnas.
Prieto.
Ooh, it's a tough landing. I think around the behind there, nasa tailbone din, or baka yung thigh.
Glute muscle
Yeah.
maybe, or didn't see how he landed, but
Yeah, major concern here from the bench of Las Piñas.
somewhat out of control when he took off, no?
Yeah, medyo hard foul din. I'd say a clean foul, just a good hard foul, trying to go for the block. Nailagan niya pero tough landing, as we see on that replay.
Not a usual spot where you would get an injury, no? Usually mga ankle sprain or sa knee.
Yeah, yes, that's true. Might have overextended the leg. Tapos baka yung nabanat lang talaga yung behind niya, yung glute muscle as you said.
Hindi lang nakikita sa angle natin eh, no? Sa camera, sa replay. It was, you know, on the way down eh. That's when he suffered that yung pain na nararamdaman niya sa lower leg niya.
As we see it one more time here, that's captain ball, number 0, si Prieto. So far, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Not much else for Prieto.
So I believe that's the left part, no? But it's nice to see him stand up on his own. Just walking gingerly, pero it's nice that he can put weight on it.
No need for assistance from any one of the medical personnel or yung mga trainers natin dito. And I don't know if he may still be staying in the game, which is just such a testament. Like we always talk about this with these younger players. Not sure though, but he looks fit enough to at least stay in the game. Nakikinig pa siya sa huddle eh. There yun, I think masasub muna siya.
But it was wala namang contact na nangyari, no? Just the bump before the jump.
Oh, okay, he's not taking the free throws, so he will be out of the game now.
Yeah, because in order to stay in the game, you have to take the free throws that are awarded to you.
Yeah, maybe coaching staff just they don't want to take any chances.
Yes, Coach Egay, no, still coaching his player, giving him some tips on that previous play. So Agnas will give it to his point guard. That's Deparine. Deparine to Tejada, using that screen by Mark Omeres. Oh, that will be a lifting.
Yeah, and that's a good, solid defensive stand for Las Piñas. Dito pa lang very high up. Usually when the defense tries to play pressure really high, it makes it easier to attack. But they were moving their feet so well, nahirapan talaga makahanap ng open lane tong Binyan eh. Great defense.
Great anticipation for Las Piñas. Sanchez. Nice drop pass to Dalimocon. I haven't seen so much action from Dalimocon, no?
Yeah.
Minutes na ba siya?
Right now, around
10 and a half.
Yeah, 10 and a half. Just 4 shot attempts, 1 make. He has 7 rebounds, pero 3 turnovers din to his name. So, not the best game for Dalimocon.
I'm not sure. I wonder if he's nursing an injury, no? That's why he's not getting a whole lot of playing time.
Yeah, last game, 12 points, 10 rebounds. Pero parang another day in the office lang the numbers yun for him, given the numbers he's been putting up throughout the season.
Subpar performance, no?
And he misses that first free throw too.
0 for 2. Nigel struggling today. Agnas will get the floater.
Yan na, Agnas now up to 13 points. So after a slow start himself, medyo umiinit na tong si Agnas. Nag-i-ignite na si Agnas.
Speaking of getting in the scoring column, that is the 4th point of Dalimocon. Steparine having a hard time handling that basketball.
Yes, a little bit of a shaky handle thus far.
Oh. Tejada attacking the paint. Runs into 4 white shirts.
Yes, smart footwork there in terms of getting the fake and stepping through, but there were still 3 white shirts there, so not much space to operate even with the footwork.
Maybe should have kicked it out to someone
Oo.
on the outside. Tapos nakita nga siya ng 4 na player ng Las Piñas sa loob. But Nigel Dalimocon, maybe that's a start for him to get involved here for Las Piñas. We will be right back after this timeout.
Four seconds on the shot clock. 4 seconds to shoot.
For Coach Mike of Las Piñas True Tea Coolers, what he loves most about coaching the 14-under team is how coachable the kids are. They're easier to guide, quick to absorb lessons, and always hungry to play. That kind of energy makes the job truly rewarding. Pero sabi rin ni Coach Mike, they might be a bit more makulit than their kuyas outside training. But that's exactly what makes them more fun to teach and all the more satisfying to watch as they grow. That's it for me, Renzo, Dustin.
Ganun talaga, no? When you are coaching the younger divisions, no, it's more of, well, maybe not for this bracket, pero minsan nagiging babysitting talaga.
Oh. Pero nakaka-enjoy din because as iba yung level, iba yung tingin mo sa coach mo pag bata ka pa eh. Parang Diyos yan eh. Versus pag tumatanda ka na, parang, baka konting tanda lang nito sa akin minsan.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, now that you point that out, yung mga coaches ko nung bata ko, parang you have this
Reverence, parang gano'n.
Compared to yung mga naging coach ko na adult na ako.
Baka parang as an adult, you start thinking, maybe that's not the right play or not the right call. Maybe you're starting to think that way. When you're a kid, you're still learning. Learning the habits that ini-instill siya ng coach niyo. So we did see Adrias get a clean look and a layup. I believe third basket of the game for him. Again, when he lets the game come to him, it's always a good thing.
Well, defense picking up here for Las Piñas as they get that stop. Pero a turnover on the other end. Agnas will challenge the defense, but Adrias put a hand up on it. Bumilis na bigla yung pace.
Yes, and it hasn't helped keeping the turnovers low. Both teams a little bit sloppy with it.
Fancy pass there. A little too fancy by Lord Pascual. Deparine will take care of the inbounding duties. Pinalitan niya si Cabuñas.
Yes, and we'll get a peek at baseline out of bounds play.
Ramirez with the floater from the elbow. Enzo, dikit na naman tayo. Isang puntos lang ang difference between BIÑAN and Las Piñas. Good attempt there by Alguire. One step dribble, step back into a bank shot. Bank is open on a Sunday.
Yes. And the intensity, as you said, it's ratcheted up. It's just the third quarter, pero feeling ko parang crunch time na yung datingan eh.
Oh, parang bumabagal rin yung oras ngayon eh, no? For this third game, or sixth game rather.
As we see the replay here, Cabuñas with that step back bank shot, like you said.
Baka nakakuha siya ng kapangyarihan dun sa pink shoes niya.
Oh, bright pink, eh, no?
I think yun yung sinasabi nilang sapatos ni KQ. Dalimokon, an ill-advised shot. Wow. Cylord gets an easy, nice move there, a spin move into a fadeaway jumper.
Yan yung mga pinapractice mong mga move na paulit-ulit-ulit na malalabas mo sa game. That's why you practice those post moves. Excellent execution.
Oh, it's one thing to practice, but another thing to execute.
And if you practice it enough, it becomes muscle memory. Kitang-kita yun eh. Na alam na niya yung gagawin niya.
Kita mo yung comfort eh when he released the shot. Singu. Give it to Dalimokon, pero has really been marked. Still struggling. I thought after that basket, baka makakuha na siya ng onting rhythm. And still unable to find his groove.
Yeah, like you said, it's clear that on the scouting report dito ng Binyan, they want to limit Dalimokon, but it hasn't limited some of the other players. Adrias starting to find his footing here. Kasi kanina po parang hirap na hirap talaga siya ng first half. Ngayong third quarter, medyo natural na yung mga atake niya.
Pero it was still a hard shot, no, by Adrias. Parang nawala sa kanya yung bola, pero got lucky that time around.
Right, but that's what seeing the ball go through the hoop can do. Yung mga kaninang shot na medyo imposible. Ngayon, parang, kaya ko na to. May confidence na ako.
We are seeing the confidence from Philip Adrias. It has been growing. So tied at 44 all. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Cabuñas will try to make one from the same spot. Padine, smallest man on the floor, getting the rebound but stepping on the line.
And once again, we're at this point in the third quarter, just a few minutes left. Tie game. One of these teams can put a stamp towards on this last few minutes. Enter the fourth quarter with a lead at 5 points, 6 points lang yan. Could go a long way in getting the victory.
First team to make a run here to end the third. Could be a very crucial stage for that team. Adrias deciding to give it up.
And you can see that they are running plays for Dalimokon, but ina-anticipate na ng Binyan eh. Yung problema naman ng Las Piñas, they're not adjusting to the defense, what the defense is doing. They're clearly anticipating the bounce pass to Dalimokon. So if you're the player there, the offensive player, you have to adjust. Maybe kick it out or just mix it up.
As you can see, a number of black shirts surrounding Dalimokon. So malamang may isang player dyan na libre either from the outside or maybe sa perimeter.
Yes, you hit the man in the corner or the wing. Or I guess take it all the way yourself.
Very nice pass. Dalimokon finally will get a field goal plus the bonus.
Yeah, and Binyan wasn't gonna keep Dalimokon down for the entire game, of course. Finally breaks through here. We see the pound-for-pound fitness foul counted. Dalimokon takes a pretty decent bump there. Pero nandun na siya sa rim eh. Hindi na mapipigilan yan.
Sabi nga ng ating kaibigan, Triple B. The bump, the bucket, and the bonus. Ating kaibigan na si Diego de la Paz.
Shout out, Diego de la Paz.
Nasa ano ba siya ngayon? Sa Pocket League?
DDLP.
No free throw for Nigel. Salazar is scanning the floor. Goes to the paint. Floater, wala. Nathan with a pull-up. Umeres challenges it, pero Dalimokon, ito na, starting to pick up here.
Right at the opportune moment for Las Piñas to nakabawi sa kabila.
Oh, what a shot in traffic by Hernandez. Nakabawi. 5 seconds left as Dalimokon with a nice pass to Nathan Sungi. And that will not be enough time for Pascual as the buzzer will sound before he gets that shot off. And a great run by both teams. Medyo nagsasagutan na. Slim lead here for Las Piñas as we look at some third quarter highlights.
Yes, that third quarter really, it belonged to Las Piñas. They entered the quarter down and they were able to come away with a 2-point advantage. So opportune for them, they were able to take advantage, especially because si Dalimokon medyo nakahanap na footing niya.
Pinag-usapan natin kung sinong makakalamang dito sa end of the third. And it is Las Piñas. We will be right back. Back to the action and quick inbound play here. And caught BIÑAN napping as they extend this lead to 4 by Las Piñas. And that layup was by Ivan Cayetano. Nakaw-play nangyari doon from the half court.
And it's rare you see that after a quarter break, ano? Surely it's after maybe a basket or a miss. That time, they were clearly more prepared entering the fourth.
Oh, but 3 is more than 2. Cabuñas answers with a shot from the right wing once again. Dalawa na yung 3-pointers ni Cabuñas. Doon sa that right wing here, dito sa harap natin. And it's 50% from downtown, 2 out of 4.
He actually has the only 2 3-pointers for BIÑAN. He also has 7 rebounds, 3 assists as well.
Tried to make it 3. That will be a foul. Cabuñas medyo naiwan ng crossover. Eagerly wanted to make up for it.
Right, these two teams really showing that magaling talaga sila mag-draw ng contact. A lot of free throws for both teams. Actually, both of them already now shooting over 20 free throws. And taking advantage of that. Though, yung BIÑAN naka 65% at the line, right on cue, Las Piñas just 36% before that one. Actually, now even lower after that miss. So 7 of 20 na sila. I think 35 na.
The percentages getting lower for Las Piñas. They go 0 for 2. What a move by Agnas. Could have given them the lead. Ooh, what a turnaround shot. Pasiliao misses. So does don't see Taladtad.
Oh, what a shot that would have been. 360. Parang nag-horse lang kayo eh.
Playground move eh, no? Salazar has the ball. He is the backup point guard for BIÑAN. Cabuñas is cutting, going to the wing. They're trying to look for him in the corner, pero he is hounded. That will be a great stop by Cayetano.
Yes, good solid defense there without fouling as well. Very important. Just stood his ground, able to contest.
Liao using the screen. That will be an offensive foul on Silord Pascual.
I'd say that's a tough call as well. Because Pascual just trying to set a hard screen. Pero may kasama rin na parang nahulog na rin talaga yung defender doon. Sabi ng referee, offensive daw.
Una lang ng onte, no? Itong si...
si Pascual.
Si Pasilyao.
Pasilyao, right.
Maybe just a half second too early.
Oh, yes.
Talatad has the ball. Made a three-pointer earlier. One of those big three-pointers to give him the lead. Pero nasundutan ni Salazar. Oh, perfect use of that Pinoy step. Overcooks it, pero Hernandez plays that hero role, saving that possession and getting an extra 2.
Yes, and speaking of hero role, Hernandez, not really the biggest, loudest performance, but he has 10 points. That's 3 rebounds now for him. So really helping keep his team in this game, and that gave them the lead.
Hernandez is doing what is needed. Pero chaos gives Las Piñas back that slim 1-point lead. We're seeing chaos just enter the ball game right now. Medyo late insertion here for Las Piñas. Ano ba? 7.5 or 8 minutes ang naitala pa lang ni Chaos.
Yes, but clearly Las Piñas hoping that his size can make an impact here down the stretch.
Once again, no, not giving extended minutes to Dalimocon.
But I'm sure he'll be checking back in momentarily. But as you said, we've been noting throughout the game, lesser workload still. Even if they bring him back down the stretch, parang ang medyo pinipreserve siya. We don't know if there's an injuries nursing or whatnot, or maybe the coach is just preserving him or trying other players. But right now, Las Piñas, they still have the 1-point lead, leaning on some other players.
Sayang kasi nagkakaroon na rin ng momentum. Itong si Dalimocon had back-to-back baskets. And yung parang last 2 minutes of the third. So number 8, that was Dwayne Cads pala. Siyang nakakuha ng go-ahead basket for Las Piñas. But Las Piñas will take a quick break. As Coach Egay and itong si Coach Garcia will give some instructions while we take a break. Spotted someone in the crowd once again. Dito lang sa tabi natin. So from tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic to make every meal a magic moment.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see some magic moments here towards the end, no? 1-point game, 5 minutes. That's the definition of crunch time. Mga clutch moments, mga magic moments potentially, no?
Is there anyone you're seeing from each squad kung sinong pwede maging magic man nila for this crucial last 5 minutes?
Yeah, so far si Cabuñas talaga. He's been impressing. Of course, right now, he's the game high 17 points to his name. But si Adrias, who's been struggling first half, not great shooting numbers, but he leads the Las Piñas team in scoring with 13. I'd say from their side, he's probably gonna come up with a big bucket.
On the other end, yung sa Binyan, feeling ko may gulat factor tong si Hernandez.
Oh yes, that's a good pick as well.
Kumbaga parang silent worker lang siya, no?
Yes. Kumbaga yung game kanina si Kagindagan, like as we talked about it earlier, that he may not be, as we show Hernandez right here, he may not be the #1 name on the marquee, kumbaga the #1 name on the box score. Pero baka yung mga winning plays niya magpapanalo. Pero of course, they have to win this ball game for that to happen. Las Piñas still winning right now.
On the other end naman, para sa Las Piñas, I would go for the Limocon. He's slowly picking up, diba? But gets a turnover there. De Parine will give Binyan back the lead.
Yeah, De Parine kind of having a rough outing so far. But that was a good finish. Gets his team back the lead. That's his 4th point as well.
Definitely a huge confidence boost for De Parine. 3-pointer will be shot by... bumalik na sa ball game itong si Prieto.
Oh, yes. Clearly not his comfort range ata from that distance. He hits the side of the backboard.
There will be a quick review.
And of course, in a game this close, every call matters much more. The referees just want to get things right, and just one call could swing the ball game, so we want to get it accurate.
At saka one possession ball game na nga lang ito.
I think they may be reviewing kanino last touch, kung nahawakan ng Binyan, or did it just go out of bounds straight up after hitting the side of the backboard? We'll take another look here.
That was a 3-pointer launched by Prieto. It's everything.
At least from my angle, parang De Parine let it go. Not sure if that's also what you're seeing.
Okay, unsuccessful challenge. So ball will stay with Binyan.
Yes, but I guess from at this point in the game, kung medyo may chance din, kung you see an opportunity to get a call overturned, you take it. Didn't work out the way for Las Piñas, but I understand why they tried to challenge that call. Hirap din naman makita in live action.
Well, Binyan is enjoying this very small lead, 53-52. Agnas gives it to the corner to Salazar. Back to the corner. At nasundutan na naman. Dalimocon. Another foul.
Yes, and it's the penalty already. So that's a tough foul to give up here with 3:35. Game this close, that's the last thing you want to do. Also, advantage here for Binyan. They only have 2 fouls so far in this quarter.
To make the most of these free throws. 5 out of 6.
Yes.
Kay Rain Agnas make that 5 out of 7.
Yes, and sa mga iniisip natin yung potential impact players down the stretch, di nga natin sinabi yung pinaka-explosive na player dito na si Agnas eh. So, if you give him a freebie, especially if he makes the second one, maybe get some confidence, he could be the man to close things out for Binyan. Though he misses both free throws.
Medyo tahimik rin yung ball game nitong si Agnas eh.
A quiet 13 points.
Three-pointer there. I think that was Prieto.
I think that was Aiden Taladad with a triple.
Oh, Taladad.
I think yun din second field goal niya, second tres din niya. Di daw natin binanggit nung X-Factor discussion eh. Sabi niya, kaya ko maging X-Factor.
Pero yan, binanggit mo just a few seconds ago. Rain Agnas. We are tied once again at 55. I hope you don't think it into existence.
Oo. Right now, of course, masaya yung fans dyan. If ever, but tie ball game in 244.
55 all. Has been a game of, kumbaga, nagsasagutan yung dalawa.
Yeah, actually not too dissimilar from the previous game, yung mga older brothers nila in the 16 and under.
Third quarter belonged to Las Piñas.
Oh, and a tough call there. I think that was a loose ball foul, but I'm not sure who it's on. Okay, looks like it's on BIÑAN. I thought it was gonna be on Las Piñas for a penalty 90 feet away from the other basket.
That
Not
would
to
have
be.
been a big blow.
Right.
Siyempre, every basket here, ramdam mo if you're the on the defensive end. Pasilyao just throws up a prayer, goes over the backboard.
And Cabuñas back into the ball game, top scorer of the game thus far. Checks in for De Parine. Wouldn't be surprised if he ends up with a shot here.
Merez, kick out to Cabuñas. This is the X factor.
Yeah, and just tama nga, he did get the shot. Kaso nga lang anticlimactic, wedgie tayo.
That is a wedgie. Buti na lang meron tayong Philip Adrias na medyo athletic lang naman.
Hindi na natin kaya yun eh. Tayo, mapulikat pa tayo kung tayo yung padalhan yun eh.
I might pull something.
Yes.
Uncharacteristic play para kay Agnas.
Yeah, I think that's now being coined the McConnell. The DJ McConnell, yung inbound steal. Tatalunin mo lang.
Oh my goodness. That is another triple by Aiden Taladtad. I think that is number 3.
Yes. And that's the second 3 within the last couple of minutes.
Oh.
So Taladtad yung naging X-factor, sumagot ng tanong natin.
60%, 3 out of 5 for Aiden Taladtad. Wow, just quick 5 points for Las Piñas. A minute and 23 seconds remaining. BIÑAN needs a big basket here to silence the crowd of Las Piñas. And they do get the basket. Omerez making himself available in the middle.
Yeah, that was a must-score situation. You're down by 5 all of a sudden. Kung miss pa yun, underneath 1 minute, you're down 2 possessions. That was a big make for Umeres.
Back to back para kay Taladtad. What a time for him to heat up.
Yes, Taladtad. Tinatadtaran yung BIÑAN dito with his 3-point accuracy.
Parang ano na yan, 4 out of 6 if I'm not mistaken. Very nice unselfish play. Taladtad makes that 3-pointer, the second one for that back-to-back. Sharing the basketball there was Philip Adrias. So we will share this timeout as we both take a break here. And what a time for Aiden Taladtad to come up big here for Las Piñas. He made back-to-back threes and is the reason why they have this 6-point lead.
Yes, and filling his role perfectly. He's out there to space the floor, hit a three if he's open, and he's been open, making it count.
Oh, naiwan ng BIñAN as Omeres will travel and get a turnover. And the PIñAS will take a timeout naman this time. They want to make sure they secure this victory. 6-point lead here. 46.5 seconds remaining.
Yes, and yung tres pa ni Taladtad doon, hindi pa naman dagger. Pero yung turnover ni Umeres doon, that might have been like the virtual dagger there as well because you're already trailing 2 possessions and you give up possession of the basketball. So right now, it's a question of magpa-foul ka ba? You're gonna let the clock wind down to probably 24, 25 seconds remaining. Maybe that's the option that they go for just to keep it a 2-possession game. Or will you make Las Piñas make their free throws? Because if they miss both, they can still save some time.
Yeah, well, I believe mas maganda if you just play it straight up.
Right.
Yeah, try to get that stop and maybe a quick 3 on the other end.
Right, just because just one made free throw, 3-possession game, hirap na hirap ka na yan eh. But if they can get the stop, especially with the ability of these youngsters to force turnovers, if they can get the stop, hit a 3, pressure the inbound, force a steal, the game could still be anyone's for the taking.
So we do have 40 seconds on the shot clock. 14 seconds rather. Adrias, ooh, another sorry miss there, but an offensive rebound. Ooh, Adrias, it's like he sprained his ankle.
Yeah, and tough break there with Adrias down on the ground, but also not sure why they actually even attempted the shot. Because, of course, if they made it, it may be game over, but it brings up the chance, like what just happened. They miss. And BIñAN could have taken a 3 there with time over a chance to get the ball back one more time.
Oh, and after that offensive rebound, it was Pascual who took that jumper or that shot from the inside. Cabuñas shoots a shot with a high degree of difficulty. And Adrias just out of control.
Yes, looks like a foul is called there. Adrias a little bit out of control, pero si Umeres din, medyo out of control din eh. Oh, but I think the foul, I'm not sure if the foul is gonna be on Adrias. Might be.
Grabe tong si Adrias, no? Pinagpag lang ulit.
Actually, no, they're substituting him, but the fact that he even stayed in the game for that moment, potential player of the game if Las Piñas pulls this off. It's Adrias, even with the tough shooting, no? Still did a lot for his team. 9 rebounds, couple of assists. Oh, toughness for Umeres.
Oh, they really needed that one. Even the crowd getting into it. So Umeres will make the second free throw and bababa na sa 5 ang kalamangan nitong Las Piñas. Game still not over, pero medyo palapit na tayo dito sa tapos ng 4th quarter. They are smelling the victory but they need to make sure na masecure nila ito. We'll take a timeout. We are back, as we see on the screens. Itong si Hernandez played a very kind of efficient ball game. Just doing what is needed of him. We have Coach Garcia on our screens as well. The bola ngayon ay nasa Las Piñas.
And all they need to do is take care of the basketball. That's all they need to do right now.
Oh, make sure they get it inbound safely.
Oh, jump ball. Oh, but the ball staying here though. But if they can force another one, could change the complexion of things.
That's what you want if you're Binyan. However, just the possession arrow not going in favor of them.
Risky pass, I would say. It paid off for Las Piñas, but those are the passes na one, potential backward violation. Two, kung ma-pick off yon, layup ka agad yun eh. Pero so far, they weren't burned by that.
Pascual will get that, will get the ball, pero is poked away from him.
Binyan really putting in their best effort to make something happen here. Kaso mahirap eh, 5-point game, 7.8 seconds. Not much they can do.
Because they have to run the full length of the floor para makapunta dun sa kabila.
Siguro kung 3 points lang to, one possession, a potential turnover forced here could be crucial. But right now, they need an answered prayer.
5 points is the lead of Las Piñas, and bola pa nila. So you're right, no? They just have to get it inbound safely. Another deflection there by Mark Omeres.
Yes, but that's actually helping out Las Piñas at this point because lahat ng deflection na yan, uulit lang yung 5-second chance nila for inbound, bawas pa yung oras.
And, a foul is called by our officials. Offensive?
Yes, ball going to Binyan. Timeout. Okay, now it's dangerous territory, especially with the timeout on the floor. If they can score here, put pressure on the inbound, anything can happen.
Anything can happen indeed. As kita natin, Las Piñas with a turnover there, a costly turnover.
Yes, but I guess if you're Las Piñas, if you can just get the stop here, take care of all that nonsense. Di lang sila mga score dyan, okay ka na.
But don't be too aggressive,
right.
Diba? Just get your hands up. You don't want to foul a 3-point shooter at this moment.
Yes, but even for that, right now, covered pa rin sila. So, it's gonna be tough for Binyan here, but they're still alive.
6.4 seconds. And they will inbound it here. Dito sa court nila, talking about Binyan. Expect a quick 3 here. And if it does go in, expect Binyan to foul.
Ooh.
And not sure.
I think it might be a foul before the inbound. Ooh. Which would mean free throw. A free throw coming for the other team, I think. But let's see what the final ruling is from our referee.
The play was, they were setting an elevator screen there for one of the shooters of Las Piñas.
That's just tough. Really tough for Las Piñas. You're already on the cusp of victory here. And all you need to do is play good, solid defense. Just don't foul. Cannot let instances like that happen, especially in a game you're trying to win here in the crunch time. You see here.
Not sure where the foul was called.
I was about to say.
Of course, yung mga referees natin, they have that, they have the best seat in the house. Mas kita nila ang nangyari.
There's just so much off-ball movement that I'm not sure which exact contact that they're calling. But referees clearly saw something before the inbound was thrown in. I mean, the inbound was never even thrown in.
6.4 seconds remaining, and we have a review of that last foul. Not sure if it's coming from Cabuñas and don't see number 75, Kyle Acerit. some top performers here for both teams. Talatad with 12, Adrias with 13.
But ayan, parang kita na hinahawakan yung jersey ni Cabuñas. Grabe yung eagle eyes ng ating mga referee. Tayo parang, asan ba?
It was right in front of us too.
May replay pa nga tayo eh. Sila nakikita nila yan in live action. Di talaga ako pwedeng pang referee eh.
It is a tough task, no, for our officials.
Yes, a thankless job. And there you see the grabbing there. Just not necessary at this stage of the game. Just get the stop, make them make the tough shot. And if they make it, they earn it.
And even just before nawala yung angle ng camera, kita natin there was a tug on the jersey once again. Sportsmanlike foul ang matatawag dito sa Las Piñas. I believe that will be 2 free throws here para sa Las Piñas. And if both teams can, if Las Piñas can, sorry, if BIÑAN can make a free throw, those 2 free throws, then possible one possession game.
And Cabuñas really laser focused here, hitting that crunch time free throw.
Unfazed there, no?
And what a massive call, no? In this stage, we were literally talking about how it's gonna be hard for BIÑAN to claw their way back 5-point game with 6.4 seconds to go, and exactly what they needed is what happened. But Las Piñas can erase all of that if they can just get a stop here. No threes, but don't foul a 3-point shooter is the key.
Out of reach na dapat yun, pero sportsmanlike foul. Cabuñas will launch it and makes it! Cabuñas ties the ball game. 3.9 seconds left and looks like there's no timeout. 2 seconds remaining. Pasilyao and they will not get a shot off in time, and we are going to have an extra period, extra 5 minutes for the 14 and under division.
Yes, and I'd say that it's very worthy of overtime here. What a result.
Points para kay Cabuñas. Draining those 2 3-pointers calmly, and then that go-ahead, that tying basket to make it 63 all. We will need this break before the extra 5 minutes at the end of regulation. We are back for the extra 5 minutes between itong BIÑAN TATAK Gel Emeralds LAMTEX versus the Las Piñas Truty Coolers, with what seemed like, Las Piñas just was gonna cruise to victory. Parang lahat tayo kalmado na nga eh.
Right.
All of a sudden, Cabuñas with a quick 5-point outburst.
Yes, this is just an example of it's never over until it's over, until the final buzzer sounds and you're up. That's the only time it ends, because we were talking about how hard it would be to catch up, but we always said there's still a chance. And BIÑAN really took that chance.
And so, what do you think are the key factors here para manalo bawat side?
I think for Las Piñas, the number one thing, kailangan sinabi sa coaching when they were talking about it in the huddle before that overtime, don't let it rattle you. You made a mistake, but we can clean this up and still win this game, because right now, I think the biggest thing here for Las Piñas, shaken yan eh.
Oo.
They just gave up such a clear lead for the win. but they have to bounce back, and that's a good way to start.
That is definitely a way na para mawala yung tension na na-build up. Nasa inyo na yung panalo. Pero ayan, nakabawi agad. And that is Silard Pascual with the end one basket. Great way to bounce back after that foul na nangyari, yung unsportsmanlike foul and the three-pointer na binigay nila kay Cabuñas. Uses the glass there.
If I'm Binyan, you feed Cabuñas. He's been hot, he's been confident, and there he is. He's kind of forcing that shot. Almost made it though, but I'd still feed him. He seems to be the hot hand.
And syempre, confidence builder rin yung 3 points na yun. Binyan will tie the ball game. Rain Agnas with a steal and a layup off the glass. Almost a near steal there by Binyan. Floater by Prieto. Possession will go to the black shirts as they get that stop.
Yes, and if Binyan can take a lead in this possession, I'd say this possession matters more than a normal one. If you can take the lead, that puts so much more pressure on Las Piñas. They had this win wrapped up. They fall behind in this OT. This could be an avalanche for Binyan.
Shake yung confidence nila. No? But they do get that stop, and Pasilyao is ahead. They pull it back.
Yes, barely got some fingertips on it. Almost went out of bounds kung di niya nakuha yun.
Great transition defense din para sa Binyan. Three-pointer is no good. Cabuñas is running, pero Pasilyao saves the basketball. Hernandez will get it. And Agnas, a while ago, tied the game, and this time gives them the lead.
Yes, I was about to say Pasilyao putting on such an effort that he's displaying here, but Agnas saying ako rin. After that layup, going straight to try to force a turnover there, didn't get it, but big time layup for him.
But you can't blame Pasilyao for saving it to the wrong area. Cabuñas does not get that layup. Salazar will get the basketball. Wisely pulls it back. Oh! Pasilyao tie the basketball.
Yeah, Pasilyao clearly the MVP of Las Piñas in this overtime period. That was a game-changing steal and layup there.
Even hustling on the other end, no? Pick and roll action. Agnas cannot make it rain. Tika na rin yun, and the steal is complete. Taladtad gives up the ball and the lead.
And looks like Cabuñas is on the floor here.
Possible case of cramp siguro. Baka overly fatigued na.
And looks like they're gonna sub him out.
Deparine will check in for him.
Yes. I think at this point, maybe the fresh legs of Deparine can make a difference. Because right now, we're seeing in this overtime, whoever yung nag-hustle, siya yung nakakagawa eh. Parang soccer game, yung football. You bring in the substitute for extra time. Siya yung mas mabilis siya sa lahat ng players.
Dalimocon is also in the ball game. Misses that jumper. Salazar looking to give them a comfortable lead, pero way off.
Yeah, Andreas needs to come up with a big bucket here. He's been the man for them.
And that's what you have to do. Attack the rim. And making the basket at the right time. And one for Philip.
Ayan na naman yung mga nami-mention natin. Kabunyas with that big 3 to end overtime. But on the other end, pangontra, pound for pound fitness, foul counted for Adrias. And couldn't have come at a better moment.
Yun ang sinasabi natin kay Adrias, no? Not, I would even say a bad percentage for him. 5 out of 17 before that basket. Pero just his, we say time and time again, yung unshaken confidence niya.
Because all it takes is one shot to become the hero of the game. That could be the shot if they can pull off this victory.
Oh. That would have cemented it for him if he gave him that 1-point lead. Kabunyas, called for steps. After that violation, timeout ang itatawag ng Las Piñas to make sure that they try to convert here. Babalik po tayo with less than 30 seconds remaining. This is your Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Renzo, this game has been going on forever. And we are still tied at 69.
Yes, and I feel it's just fitting, no? These are the types of games where you don't want a loser because they really have both played up to a certain standard.
Whoever does win this ball game, or whoever loses, nothing to be ashamed of as Dalimocon. Second chance. And like we said, staying with it.
Right.
Has been struggling pero coming up big at the right time. Pareho sila ni Adrias.
And Dalimocon, what a put back at the right time. Right place, right time. Right moment for Dalimocon. That also gives him a double-double. 10 points, 11 rebounds.
Great hustle there, no? Naka-box out na nga itong si Mark Umeres. Pero he just stayed with it, no? Nakatapik and the ball just went in his favor and got an open put-back shot.
Yes, it's not been the textbook game for Dalimocon, of course. 13.7 rebounds yung usual averages niya. Just up to, he's 5 of 13, actually 4 of 12 before that shot. Struggling with 5 turnovers. Hindi nga siya binabad like we've been talking about all game, but kanina rin sinabi natin, one shot is all it takes to change how your game was. You could be the hero with one shot.
And turning into a hero right away was Dalimocon. And I'd even go as far as saying it has been a bad game for him.
Right, actually. And that's just a testament to his standard so far.
And looking at his averages, diba? Of course, the top scorer for Las Piñas. So dito naman sa kabila, who will you look for? This quick play, inbound play, Agnas overcooks it, but Hernandez will get the board. 15 seconds, Kabunyas! No foul. Pasilyao over.
Costly turnover there. If you're Las Piñas, you don't even need to go for the layup there. The second time it's happened in this ball game. You could just hold it, run to the corner, eat as much clock as possible, make them foul you.
Well, yun na nga we are seeing the areas of improvement
Right.
ng Las Piñas. They can get the leads, pero they have a hard time sustaining it.
Right, especially down the stretch.
Oo. It's just the decision making of these young guys, something that they can really improve on.
And I'm sure after this game, win or lose, papag-usapan nila yung mga nangyari sa game na to. Papanoorin nila yung mga replay na to. And
Definitely.
for BIÑAN though, I'm not overlooking the possibility they go for a 3 here. Especially with the clock where it is, they'll have enough time to get it down the court. If with the floor this spaced, a player could get open for 3.
There it is. Agnas has the open lane. That might be it. But I think there will be a review. Officially, the game clock is at 0. So Umeres missed that open layup, given that pass galing kay Agnas.
Oh, and
that's it.
yes, they've called it. It was very close. They were trying to get that last second foul, but even if they got the foul in, not sure what they could do. They could just miss the free throws. What a game, Justin.
What a game. Grabe no, nakita natin. It was an open shot para kay Mark Umeres. Not sure what happened there. Maybe fatigue setting in, but nothing to be ashamed about here for the BIÑAN TATAK Emeralds as they lose by a single basket. But Las Piñas, despite that win, they really have some stuff to work on how to sustain their leads. Pero a teaching moment here para sa kanila.
Right.
But they do come up with that advantage here, moving on to the top 4.
Yes, I would say, Justin, yung mga win na hindi ka masayang-masaya.
Oo.
Yung coaching staff, baka paparinggan pa, iinitan pa yung team niya kahit na nanalo sila. I'm pretty sure that's the kind of win this is, but you're still happy with the victory.
But you'll still take it as you go up to the, sabi nga natin, the top 4. A couple of players here that did stand out. For the Piñas, Dalimokon with that crucial offensive rebound and the putback.
And of course, Adrias with the 15 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. And he had that big end one down the stretch. Could be the deciding factor in a very close race for player of the game. Taladtad din, don't forget the 3-point barrage niya nung end of regulation.
All points of Taladtad coming from the 3-point line. High percentage, 4 out of 7, around 60+%. Ito, no? Finally, kita natin a couple of teams warming up. We are staying here in the 14 and under division. And we will have a new debuting team. The home team of Valenzuela. Just by the eye test, no? Pag nakita mo, parang ang lalaki nila.
Oo nga. Mga 14-year-olds.
Parang papasang 16 and under, no?
And confirmed now that Adrias, Philip Adrias named the Chef's Magic Best Player of the game. Well-deserved. Not the most efficient night, but still, big-time performance enough. Just enough to get the win.
Definitely Philip Adrias coming up big in the crucial moments. Nothing bigger than that end one play he made that tied the ball game.
Yes, and I believe some of the triples ni Taladtad off his pass as well. So that's what you can do as one of the top scorers. Use the gravity that you pull from the defense. Find the open shooter. Taladtad was ready to knock them down.
And like you always say, once that outside shot starts falling, lumuluwag yung depensa sa loob. Creating more space for your slashers at the same time yung mga big men mo, allowing them to operate in the painted area. Hihintay lang tayo, just a few moments away from yung mga interviews natin. So now, Quinn is ready, and let's send it over to her with our Chef's Magic Player of the Game.
We're still here at Junior Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, and we have the Chef's Magic Player of the Game, Philip Adrias. Philip, we know that your opponent forced an extension for this game, pero can you take us through the moment? Balik mo kami, ano yung nararamdaman mo, ano yung nasa isip mo that time?
My determination is super high kasi po, syempre gusto ko po manalo para po sa daddy ko. Alam ko pong proud na proud po siya sa kanya yon. At saka po, syempre po, nagpapasalamat po ako kay God dahil binigyan niya po ako ng lakas na ipanalo po ang game na to.
Ayun, tapos alam natin, crucial yung mga moment na yun. Paano nyo pinapanatiling kalmado yung isip nyo, yung katawan nyo sa mga ganung plays?
Syempre po, hindi po namin iniisip yung mga pagkakamali po namin at saka po nagpo-focus lang po kami sa game para po ma-maintain po namin yung maayos na balanse ng aming plays.
Ayun, meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan na mga supporters, family members?
Opo. Shoutout po sa Batang Tuwi po, sa coach ko po dyan, kay Coach Bon. Tsaka po sa family ko, kay Mama. Sorry, hindi kita nabati ng Happy Mother's Day.
Ayun, nabati mo na siya ngayon, Philip. Congratulations. Maya-maya lamang po ay marirecognize din natin ang Hustle Club's defensive player and Don Benito's assist man of the game. Back to you, gentlemen.
That was Philip Adrias, our best player of the game. At syempre, the Hustle Club defensive player of the game, Silord Pascual with 17 rebounds and 3 assists. What a dominating performance, helping his team win and getting the victory in overtime. Huwag naman natin kalimutan ng Don Benito's assist man of the game, Kobe James Salazar. Siyempre naman, may Kobe na nga, may James pa. At may kasamang 5 assists. That is Don Benito's assist man of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for the trilogy between Las Piñas and BIÑAN. Pupunta tayo dito sa ating bagong team, ang Valenzuela, laban sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Babalik tayo in a few moments. We'll be right back.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng